Hey TPT sellers, if you've been watching the last couple of episodes, you know that we're diving deep into some controversial topics with TPT SEO. So my theory is that the search algorithm that we use at the top is exactly the same search algorithm that TPT uses to generate our bestseller. And this resource here, the TPT Seller Mindset course that I have here, has 0 sales, but it's ranking higher than the Ultimate Bundle, which has around $100 worth of sales. So my theory is that the overall conversion rate of your store times the price of the resource is a huge ranking factor on TPT. I just got off the live stream with Enrica where I looked up the search term Mike Fuchigami, and here the Ultimate Bundle shows up in number 1, and then the TPT Seller Mindset course, it shows up in position number 3. And if I look at the TPT keyword ranking tool that is currently out in the SEOTpreneur PRO network, and it'll be coming out shortly in the Ultimate Bundle. But if I look up here the keyword Fuchigami, and my store name is, I'll put Fuchigami. So I can see here the TPT Seller Mindset course shows up in position number 3, and the Ultimate Bundle shows up in position number 1. And the thought of the day is, if I put the keyword into the title, does that make a difference? I know from the past when I changed my product description, the changes are live instantaneously. So I'm going to go to this TPT Seller Mindset course. I am going to save it just before I make any changes. Backup descriptions, TPT Store 2. Here's the Mindset course, and I'll write before title. Okay, let's edit this listing, and I need to put Mike Fuchigami in here. All right, so let's put by Mike Fuchigami. TPT Seller Tip number 2. All right, pause the video, leave a comment. Do you think I will rank in position 1 for this mindset course, or do you think there'll be any change at all? Let me know your predictions. My prediction is, what I'm hoping what will happen is, because the keyword is in the title, then I think that'll be a signal to the TPT search algorithm that this is important because the keyword's in the title. I think the Ultimate Bundle is ranking up higher right now because the keyword's in the title. But once they both have the keyword in the title, I think what'll happen is it'll go back. The regular sauce will sort of show up, and I think the Seller Mindset course will rank higher. All right, so Mike Fuchigami's in the top here. I'm going to hit submit. It just changed by Mike Fuchigami right here. Moment of truth. Now, if I go back here, if I refresh the page, that doesn't actually get it to load again. So I'm going to remove the name Fuchigami. Oh, actually, I don't think I have to wait for the right-hand side for it to say loading again. So I'm going to remove that. And so now it says loading. And then I'm going to type Mike Fuchigami. All right, so now it's loading again. And then I'm going to pull out store the results. Oh, it didn't change. The plot thickens. I can see that the search result shows Mike Fuchigami here, but the Ultimate Bundle, it shows up higher. So even though Mike Fuchigami's, maybe it has to do with the number of times Mike Fuchigami shows up. Okay, let's see if that's the case. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to edit the listing. So this is the Ultimate Bundle. I'm going to Control A, Control C. I'm going to go into a new Google Doc. I'm going to Control V, paste in the text. And then I just want to use Control F to find Fuchigami. So Fuchigami doesn't show up at all in the product description. Okay, and if I look at the how to be a teacherpreneur, I'm just going to edit this resource, edit listing. I'm going to copy this product description, Control C. I'm going to create a new Google Doc. I'm going to paste in the text, and then I'm going to go Control F to see if I can find Fuchigami. No, it doesn't show up. All right, so this, like, oh man, I guess I'm wrong, because it's not showing, because my theory would have been the price of the resource times the overall store conversion rate. I would have thought that that would have evened it out, but they both have Mike. Oh, wait a second. Why is this Mike Fuchigami, but here it says Mike Fuchigami with a space. Am I not getting highlighted? Let me just see what this looks like. So Mike Fuchigami is highlighted there, but it's not recognizing the Mike Fuchigami here. So the plot thickens. Maybe even though the keyword shows up in here, maybe it's going to take a second. We can get insights into the TPT search algorithm because they're highlighting the term to make it easier for buyers to see. We know whether the algorithm is considering that factor. So here I see Mike Fuchigami is highlighted, but when I scroll down to product number 3, Mike Fuchigami is not highlighted. So even though it's in the title, I don't think the TPT SEO algorithm is considering it. So that means I'm going to check back in an hour to see if, when it's highlighted by the search algorithm, if the ranking changes. Now, here's the question: how to change the quote on your TPT store. It's a free resource. It's ranking above this 79.75. So the price times the store conversion rate would be 0. And yet it ranks higher for Mike Fuchigami for this keyword. But Mike Fuchigami is not in the title. Oh, okay. So if Mike Fuchigami, but it's the first line. It's in the snippet. Yeah, it's not anywhere else. If I edit the listing, if I copy the product description, Control C, if I go into a new Google Doc, if I paste in the text and I go Control F to find Fuchigami, it shows up once. So when I look up Fuchigami as the keyword, Mike Fuchigami, this Teacherpreneur course shows up even though Fuchigami doesn't show up as a keyword, but because the keyword's in my store name. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this. I'm gonna pause the video. So this result is cached. A website caches a photocopy of the page so that it doesn't have to keep on asking the server, hey, can you search the results? So the results are probably cached for a little bit. I'm gonna check back in an hour. We'll see what happens. It's been 30 minutes. I'm just kind of curious. So let's just search again. Here's the keyword ranking tool. I'm going to get rid of the keyword to reload the results. I know it's thinking because it had loading on the side here. So let's type in here Mike Fuchigami, hit enter. The results are loading. Hey, there we go. TPT Seller Mindset course is number 1, followed by the Ultimate Bundle, followed by the Change the Quote, which is the free resource. And I can see it's highlighted now by TPT. So I just learned some new things. Let me share what I learned. And if you learned something new, please leave a comment. What I just learned is you can put changes in the keywords, but the title takes 30 minutes for the SEO algorithm to consider it. I also learned that if you have a keyword match like Mike Fuchigami, you rank higher. And so that now these two resources are identical because they both have the keyword in the title, and then it comes down to other factors. And in this case, the other factor is earning potential. $79 times whatever it is, the store rating, the store conversion rate, gives it an SEO score that's higher than the actual earned results. What am I missing? Because to me, this means that earning potential from your store is a bigger factor than actual earnings. If I go to product statistics, if I go to dashboard, if I show you all-time data, you can see my top seller here is this Ultimate Bundle, $98.64. If I click on views, the Mindset course has 69 views. The Ultimate Bundle has more views at 254. So this is why I don't think it's earnings or revenue. I think the store conversion rate and the price of the resource are larger factors than actual earnings. Isn't that crazy? Let me know in the comments what I got wrong, and we'll see you next time.